Hey everybody, it's Cameron of Speedtech Performance, and today we are at LS Fest West in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm here with John and Justin. They are both Speedtech equipped drivers, and we just wanted to pull them aside and learn a little bit more about their rides. Who wants to go first? All right, so Justin here, you've got a 69 Camaro?
Got a 69 Camaro, yeah. It's got an extreme clip in the front. I built it, I guess, 2018 I started it. We're actually at the Optima event and I was going to buy a DSE clip, and we ended up going for a ride out to you guys to have a look. And I remember one of the Speedtech cars was parked on the drive. It's a little bit of a drive up to the, and there was these huge 315 tires just facing me as I came up the driveway, and it's like pretty much before I'd even seen it, it was sold. So I went in and spent some time talking with the guys. We've got a really cool tour throughout the whole facility, and went ahead and ordered the front clip for it, and we did a real bash build over 4 months just to piece it all together, and couldn't be happier. Yeah, it's.
So what is power? I mean, we're at LS Fest, so obviously it's some sort of LS powered. What do you have in your car?
I've got an LSA, and there's a little bit of a story about that as well. I just had an LS3 in it originally, and it developed a little bit of a knock, and I pulled the engine out, and it was at work, so I just put it in a 40-foot container out of the way just to give myself a little bit more room, and somebody broke into the container and stole the motor off me. So so I actually had an LSA sitting on the shelf for another car I was going to build, as you do. So that ended up in the 69 with the extreme clip. So it's turned out to be a super nice combination. So yeah, really happy.
Very cool. So I got a couple more questions, but before I get to that, tell me a little bit about your car.
Okay, I have a 68 Camaro. I bought it about 8 years ago. It was all completely stock. I had used Speedtech Pro Touring system on another car, Camaro I had, and then we did Justin's car, and it was time to change and step up to the extreme, and the torque arm, and set it up for racing and come out here and have fun.
And that's what it's about, is having fun. Now, one thing I love about your car is it's got a very vintage or classic look to it. It's got a white vinyl top, 5-spoke wheels. What made you go with that kind of an aesthetic?
Growing up with those cars, I love that look, and I wanted to maintain that vibe and that feel, and it's just kind of a contrast to a lot of the cars that are out here that are just everything's modern on them.
Yeah.
And I just like the feel of that vintage look and the vintage interior, and the extreme performance is what really makes it.
Definitely. Well, I think you nailed what you were going for. I loved it. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, I see what he was going for, and you nailed it. So you guys go to shows, you go to different events, driving events. What's your favorite thing you get to do with your car?
Boy, it'd be hard to name one particular thing. I definitely love these events, the autocrosses, the road course. I definitely love that part. But then having the ability to be able to drive it to events as well. As I say, I've probably put over 20,000 miles on the car since we built it. We're in Washington State. We drive to Sturgis, down to Reno Hot August nights, all over the place. So as well as being a really good track car, it's a really nice road car as well.
So that's something I want to hit on. So people see Speedtech Performance and they say, oh, that's a race car. You road trip the heck out of your car, so tell me how it feels on the road, how it responds to potholes and, just corner carving on a canyon. How's that experience for you?
It's really quite a car to drive on the open road. I mean, I thought I was going to have a lot of tracking with the wide tires on the front, but it tracks really straight. I'm really happy with it.
Perfect. So you've got around 20,000 miles. What about you? What do you have on your car?
Well, since I've done the extreme 2 years ago, I probably have 10,000 on my car now. And that's the same thing. Going to shows and people see what's underneath and they say, "How are you doing that? Oh, I love that look." And it's that Speedtech is the way you can do it. The others just don't have the ability to put that kind of tire under their car. And like it says, the handling, they just drive so well out on the road. It's amazing.
Where do you think is your favorite place you've road tripped in the car?
I would say Sturgis.
Yeah.
Sturgis is probably the funnest. Reno's good, but we do that quite a bit, and that's routine. But Sturgis, and just being out on the open road and going into the mountains and being able to handle and just drive.
And not only that, the reason why we're into vintage cars is because originally as kids we were attracted to the look, right? So now you guys have the look, but you have a feel of a modern ride.
Yeah, exactly. That's being able to take a modern technology from a late model car and put it into these old classics makes such an amazing driver. It's really what we're all trying to achieve. It's the whole vintage car scene is people are wanting to drive their cars now. They're not just show cars anymore. You can actually go places and really use them. So
definitely. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming here this weekend and enjoying your cars the way that you do. You know, here at Speedtech, we really appreciate customers like you guys who get out and you don't just keep your cars to yourself. You know, other people get to see them, enjoy them, watch them on the track, see them running down the freeway, whatever it is. So thank you very much for that. All right, so once again, I am here with John and Justin, both Speedtech customers at LS Fest West 2023.